Today is kitchen sink day. Woo! Hey, welcome back to Self-Made Van. I'm looking today to put in a sink for the kitchen unit. I've looked around at the sinks that are commercially available for motorhomes and caravans, and none of them quite fit the tiny profile of the kitchen that I have. So I'm taking a leaf out of some other RV builders' books, and what I'm going to use is a mixing bowl. These are just regular stainless steel mixing bowls. You can pick these up in most home adornments and, you know, Walmarts, Asda's, those kind of places. I picked two up. They're both slightly different diameters, and this one's quite deep. This one's quite shallow. By comparison, not vastly different. This one's got a slightly larger diameter. Preference wise, I'd like to put this one in. I just think it's slightly wider. I think it'd be easier for doing little bits of washing up and stuff in. This one is more robust. It's slightly thicker. It's probably better. It seems better quality. The deciding factor really is the kitchen counter. Now, this here, whilst it's quite deep, it goes back quite far on the top. Underneath I have some structural supports which hold it in place. I need to turn this into a sink, and I'm going to do that using these supplies that I picked up. This is essentially the drain, the sink drain. So that I need to cut a hole in the bowl for that. That fits in, and it just screws down tight. Also need to create a hole for that just happened. For the plug. I totally screwed that up. I tightened it too quickly, too hard, and broke the fitting. So for the time being, I'm gonna have to put that little project on hold. That's annoying. Okay, this is what I've ended up with. This is a combination of products from two different stores. So the waste mesh top is in with a foam insert underneath that. Then we have the down pipe, which is from another place, and then the waste hose. And it kind of works, although, yeah, you can see for some reason there's a hole in this pipe, and I can't for the life of me think why that would make any sense to anybody. So I need to seal that off, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I'm going to do that, and then this should be okay. I'm literally going to rummage through my toolkit now and see if I can find anything to patch this up. Here's my solution. So on the side of this pipe there are holes either side. I need to block those off. So this is a piece I've cut off from the bottom of some silicon, tube of silicon. I'm going to slice that down the lengthways. I'm going to slice that lengthways and then fold it in on itself and push it down inside the tube so that once it gets to the bottom and I release it, it expands and covers the holes. So hopefully now I should be able to curl it up on itself and place it down in this hole. Okay, so that's pretty much worked. And then what I'm going to do is when I get the silicon, cut open the silicon to put in the bowl onto the worktop, I'm going to fill in around those gaps as well to hold that even more firmly in position. I think that ought to work. And in fact I'm so confident it's going to work that I'm going to open the silicon now, seal it up, then I'm going to cut the hole for the sink, and then I'm going to put it in. It's going to end badly for everyone. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the insides just to prevent the tube from slipping down. That can be curing while I'm busy doing something else. And whilst that's doing that, what I'm going to do is put the silicone inside a plastic bag. And I'm just going to tape that up just to keep it airtight and to stop the sealant going off. I measured underneath to see how far this support beam went back and also the ones from the side, and then I marked where those beams were and came in a centimetre so that I know that I'm not going to hit those beams. I know that I'm going to hit the rear beam, but that's okay because I'm going to put in some extra support afterwards. Then what I've done is I've placed this upside down on the counter and I've drawn around where I want the hole to be. That circle that I've drawn around the basin, that's not the hole I'm going to cut. That just shows me where the basin will finally end up. There is a lip around the basin and that goes all the way around, and that will sit on top of the worktop. The actual hole that I need to cut is about another 1.5 centimetres in. So I need to measure that now to see how far back that goes, and then I need to draw another circle which will be the circle that I cut out of the worktop. Yeah, and it is pretty much 1 centimetre inside of that one. There are a couple of ways you could do this. You could do this with a piece of string, put the piece of string in the centre of the circle, and then tie the pencil to the other side of it, and then draw around like that. I'm going to be a little bit messier. I'm going to freehand this because what could go wrong? Unless holy hell. As if by magic, the second basin that I bought fits inside of that one, and it's about 1 centimetre. Just going to verify that. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly 1 centimetre inside of that circumference. So I'm just going to draw around that, and then that will be the hole that I'll cut out. That was just luck. like the battery in the drill just died. Unreal. Fortunately, I have a spare. I charge one while I'm using one. It's one hell of a frisbee. Ow. So now that that's in, what I'm going to do is leave that overnight to set. I'm going to put something heavy in there to just to weigh it down, let the silicone seal up and cure, and then that shouldn't move at all. In the morning I'm probably going to crack on with finding a tap and some water bottles. I've got my eye on some. So I'll do another video tomorrow with progress. That sounds like a plan. Bum, bum, bum. Catch you later. Quick drying. This is quick drying, but it has no indication of what quick is. What if it's made by tortoises? Their idea of quick is different from mine.